Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Rev Lee. We're here each and every day and we ask questions. And today we ask the question, do our words have power? And my observation, my study indicates they do. Our words form a mold, a belief, and when we add conviction, feelings, and we have faith that those words are going to demonstrate, there's a power that flows into that mold and creates form, which creates experience, which we get to have. It's just another way of talking about the law of cause and effect. The key thing here is that all of the words you speak do form a mental atmosphere. So one of the things that I've learned and continue to learn is the idea that my sarcasm is not heard as a joke. My sarcasm creates a mental atmosphere. And that mental atmosphere creates my life experience. So I've cut back. The other thing too that we talk about, our words form a mold. They form a belief. Here's a great question. Do you complain a lot? If you do, you're forming a mold about what you're complaining about, and then this invisible power that creates everything fills that mold and creates what you're complaining about. People don't get it. Complain about the weather. You're going to get more bad weather. You're going to have an experience of bad weather. Complain about lack of money. You're going to continue to have lack of money. Things are going to happen. The idea is focus. Focus your words, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions on that which you desire. Focus on what you want in your life. What do you truly want to experience? Test this idea. Exactly. Test it. See if it works by you forming a belief. And you'll know when that belief is formed because you'll have demonstrated. Until you demonstrate, it's just a wish and a prayer. There's not that faith and conviction behind it. And when you have a belief, there's a belief. If you believe things always go wrong for you, there's a lot of faith and conviction in that. How do you know that? Because you got a lot of fear. You got a lot of fear attached to that particular thing. Because fear is just what? Misplaced faith. It's faith that something that you want is not going to happen, and something you don't want is going to happen. And that's something to just understand and know. Understand and know. So I just share that with you. That, let me just tell you, gang, there's always more to do. If you think you're going to ever get to the end of the road, that's not what life's about. Life is about a never-ending journey about becoming more aware. A never-ending journey about creating the image, the likeness, the feelings of the life that you desire. It is truly all about what are you going to create in your mind. And when you create that in your mind, guess what? It becomes your experience. Tarindu, it's hard to avoid fear forever. We can get a handle on it. We can work through it. But fear is a natural thing, especially in a society where it thrives on fear. And everywhere you go, fear is prevalent. It takes a great amount of work to live a fearless life. And the best way to live a fearless life is this. Focus on what you want. Keep your focus on only what you want. And because it's going for something that you truly desire, it's yours. Lotus Healing out there says, I hit the $1.9 billion jackpot. There's a problem right there with your words, Lotus. Let me just share. You have the word I want. Anytime you throw the word want in, the universe hears it and says, well, Lotus, you're going to be a wanton person for the rest of your life because you're in a state of wanting. The affirmation is, I am winning the $1.9 billion jackpot tomorrow or whenever it is. You might put, if you say I'm winning it and without a time on it, it could be 100 years from now. But here's the question. When we do say an affirmation, can you say, Lotus, can you say, I am winning that jackpot today of $1.9 billion? Key is, do you believe it? Do you really believe it? Or are you just wishing? Because the universe, you can't fool it. It knows what you truly believe. That's a key thing to understand. Then how do some people become brave? They become brave because what they're going for is so important to them that they're willing to step into the unknown. The greatest fear that we have, Tarindu, is the idea that the unknown scares the heck out of people. Well, everything brings the possibility of a positive situation, because for me, a positive situation is a situation where you grow and become more aware. So you're always going to have a contrast. And the only reason we label things as negative is because we've got opinions about it. There's no such thing as a positive or negative experience. There's an experience. How you label it is what you get to choose. And whatever the experience is, it's there to make you come to a greater level of awareness. Realize in human form, there's always two sides of the situation. There's not a one-sided life. There's no such thing as you're going to be happy all the time when you're in the human body and you're in the human mind, because our senses only function in contrast. There has to be opposites or variations in order for our senses to function. If not, then our senses won't function. And then what do we know? We only then become the witness, and the witness has no feeling. The witness has no desire. The witness just witnesses. It observes. That's more or less being in the divine. Well, I think we came into this body to experience contrast, because contrast lets us feel the juice of life. Here's a key thing. Lotus, my life is so beautiful and I'm grateful. Are you grateful for all the negative things that happen as well? If you are, you're well on your path, because the negative things, if you can be grateful for them, you're going to control your life. You're going to control how this life unfolds, because the negative things are opportunities to grow. And they're going to happen because we live in a world with almost 8 billion people. We live in a world with energies beyond anything we can imagine. We live in a world where there is unknown. Nature is unknown, and how it happens and how it affects us. You know, all these things, there are accidents. We don't control everything, but we do control our reaction to it. One of my favorite affirmations is, I am the master of my mind and I direct my thoughts. Notice I didn't say positive thoughts. I direct my thoughts. I like the idea of directed thinking, meaning thinking that I'm conscious of and choosing to go in a specific direction. Yeah, that's what I love. Positive thinking, I don't know what's positive. I don't know what's negative. To some people, to a person in Africa, it might be positive. To a person here in the United States, negative. To a person in the Mideast, negative. To a person in London, positive. I don't know. Everyone has a different perspective based on where they are and how they've been domesticated. And when I use the word domesticated, it means that most of your beliefs you've been given by someone else and you've never questioned, you've never examined, you've never seen, are they really what lifts your soul? We're constantly uncovering beliefs that are causing us to have experiences we don't want. We don't even know they're there, because mommy and daddy installed them into us. The school system installed them into us. The media installed it into us. The religion we were born into installed it in us. All those things we have been domesticated. And now the time has come in our lives, if you're listening to me, the time has come to become undomesticated, to be a free thinker, to think for yourself, to understand who you are, know who you are, and be that person. Whatever it is, you get to choose It's your life, nobody else's. And no one cares about your life more than you. Realize that, and then start acting as if you knew you were the power and that your words mattered. So today, my friends, go out there, speak your truth, be your truth, feel your truth. And at the end of the day, you're going to have a lot to be grateful for. Until tomorrow, I love you because I accept you just like you are. Make it your best day ever, everyone. Aloha.